This is all about the call center outsourcing and its outsourced moments. It is hardly surprising that when broadcasting network NBC released the pilot for Outsource, call center services are a mainstay in the outsourcing industry. It featured the call center setting with the premise of the story being that the U.S. order-taking call center was moved offshore into India. While the pilot of the show, Outsource, is purely fiction, latest news among call center outsourcing companies do remind that no matter loosely, Outsource is still based on real life. Nashville-based call center outsourcing company. Sitel announced that it will be having off about 300 workers from its site in Irwin, New York. The company opened its Irwin Customer Care Center facility back in 2008. After the Empire State Development granted Sitel with $1.5 million plus $750,000 from the governor's office for small cities. The company also announced that they would be hiring at least 80 more people for its call center in the city Las Cruces, New Mexico, citing that the recruitment drive that the company will be undertaking to hire the 80 people that would be in support of its growing client portfolio. The site director John Munoz further adds that they also expect continued growth through 2011 as they anticipate a new client's business to Sitel's Las Cruces call center. To hire as much as 4,000 new contract center agents to provide customer service support. On the top of the existing 12,000 strong workforce that the company currently employs in the Philippines. Sitel has posted an increase in revenue, and clients have grown their businesses with them. The Sitel is not the only one to be doing layoffs and hiring. Xerox subsidiary ACS also announced that they are laying off about 60 people, or 1% of its 6,000 strong workforce in the Philippines. The company announced on the 18th of October that the layoffs has a number of positions within the company has been deemed redundant. The company termed the position redundant and superfluous that they are abolishing positions. The company will be bidding farewell to 60 of its people. It announced on the 27th of October that it's gaining 450 more. This timer in Colorado, where the company already employs around 1,600 people. After the announcement that it is hiring 325 people in the Kentucky on the 20th, the news that really brought to mind the show's Outsource is the recent news in the Philippines that its airline flag carries Philippine Airlines is currently drawing fire from its employees, which involves paying off 600 employees and outsourcing job functions, including outsourcing staple call center services. With threats inside the office building, especially since workers of the airline are now on strike. A scene that particularly comes to mind is when disgruntled employees were throwing bricks. Most of the outsourcing companies are opening and expanding in the call center space. One thing, though, the outsourcing industry has been able to prove is that it is a resilient business. Case in point is Indian outsourcer Bharti Airtel, who announced on the 25th of October that it is partnering with the fellow outsourcers, IBM, Tech Mahindra, and Spanco. This is to create a new call centers in Africa. Well, the Accenture just won a new contract on the 1st of November to provide, among other services, call center support training to Olympus Memory Works. This is Monica of Synergy.